Great. So this brings us to our third problem set, which is just one problem, but it's kind of a more roundabout problem, not very straightforward, as you can tell by the fact that it is made out of a paragraph. Okay, so take a look at the answer. If you got that answer, fantastic, move on. If you did not get that answer, then hang around and we're going to break this paragraph apart by ourselves. Well, not by ourselves, with me. Okay, so Angela read a book with an unknown number of pages. Great, they're already telling me what is unknown. The number of pages, unknown number of pages. Since they're telling me that's unknown, I'm going to go ahead and let X represent it. So I'm going to say, let X be the number, and I'm going to go a little step further here. I want it to be the total number of pages in the book. It says book. Okay? And then they go on to tell me that the first week she reads less than 1/3 of the pages. Okay? So one thing I know is that I said that the total number of pages is X. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to say where the pages are, that's X. And I'm going to read that first sentence again. The first week she reads 5 less than 1/3 of X. 1/3 of X. Okay, great. That's another piece that I know how to write. I know I can write 1/3 of X. I know I can write that as 1/3 X. So that's what I'm going to write, and that's what I'm going to say when I read it again. 1/3 X. That's 1/3 pages. Okay, so the first week she reads 5 less than 1/3 X. Okay, so a lot of students get confused right here. This less than makes you think of a less than symbol, right? Okay, that might make sense, except that this problem is far from over. We have a whole 2 more sentences to this problem. And 2, if this was going to be a less than symbol here, then this would be the entire equation, right? But that would be weird because then they would just tell me that 5 is less than how many pages she read, which is not what they're trying to tell me. They're trying to tell me that the number of pages she read that week is 1/3 of the pages minus 5. So for example, if I had $10 and I said, I'm going to give you $5 less than I have right now, what would you do to figure out how much money I'm going to give you? You would take my $10 and you would take 5 away, and then you would know how much money I'm going to give you. Okay, that's the same thing that's happening here. So when they say she read 5 less than 1/3 of X, what they're really saying here is, I'm going to draw a big arrow. They're saying take 1/3 of X and give me 5 less than that. So for example, if 1/3 of X was 200, then this value would be 195. Or if 1/3 of X was 100, this would be $95 or 95 pages. Okay? And then it says the second week she read 171 more pages. So you'll see here, it's just 171 more pages. They actually tell me the actual amount. It's 171. And then it says after she did that, she finished the book. So in 2 weeks, she read this book. You'll see here in my equation, this is the first week, right? She wrote 1/3 pages. She read 1/3 page X, less, and then less of 5. So taking 5 away from that value. And then the next week, so I'm adding it here because I'm going to add the 2 weeks together. She got 171 pages done. And then if she finished the book, then this should equal all the pages, which is why the X comes back into play here. Okay, so hopefully that helped you settle this equation a little bit. If it didn't, raise your hand. I will come and help you.